The most rewarding aspect of being an assistant principal is seeing everything come together, seeing your organization transform, seeing your teachers grow, your students grow, and just being able to know that you played a key role in that journey. The challenging part is just being better every day. Being a student of leadership, learning and refining your craft, and being better at what you do, that's the most challenging part, challenging yourself. But every challenge is an opportunity. The best advice that has stuck with me as an assistant principal is to enjoy the moment. Enjoy the opportunity to mentor students, to mentor parents, to mentor teachers, sometimes even community members, just being there as a backbone, as someone that they can depend on and that they can trust. When you lead with confidence, it helps others to want to follow you, and it helps others to want to buy into your vision and your mission to ultimately be a catalyst for change. So the best piece of advice is to enjoy the moment, enjoy creating the magic in every opportunity that you're afforded. We've cultivated a culture where everyone feels safe, they feel valued, and is a place that they're happy to go. That is something that provides drive. It gives me a purpose. It gives me a reason to come there and be the best version of myself as a leader as I continue to pour into my school community, and to watch the success is amazing. There's nothing like it.
The experience that has the greatest impact on me as an assistant principal has been going back to Norland Middle School. I was a student there, so it's like coming home for me. That has been the honor of my lifetime, to be able to serve the community that has given so much back to me. The most rewarding aspect of being an assistant principal, people think it's the kids, but it's actually working with the staff. That has been the most rewarding aspect of it. It's very challenging for some people to work with adults. And sometimes when you step into leadership, people think that you stop teaching, but you never stop being a teacher. You just kind of shift your focus from teaching 25 kids to now teaching 25 to 50 adults each day. So that has been the most rewarding part of being an educator, is being able to impact teachers, because teachers then in turn impact students. And so I've been able to broaden my scope of impact. In the classroom, I was only able to impact those 25 kids at a time. But the fact that I get to step into a leadership role and impact 25 teachers times the 25 kids that they have, I get to impact an entire school in one school year. And I would have never been able to do that had I stayed in the classroom. So that's been the most rewarding part of it. I think that I lead showing students that no matter what is placed in front of them, they can conquer it, they can challenge it, as well as my teachers. So being able to persevere, being able to, see a challenge and being able to tackle it, I think my leadership style magnifies that. And I think that's the number one element that my students and my staff take away from me. Everybody's not gonna see the vision. Everybody's not gonna see the plan. They're not gonna get it. But as long as you do right by kids and you do what's in the best interest of everyone involved, stick with the plan. Because sometimes you wanna pivot and you wanna navigate when the course gets hard. But if you stick to the plan, you'll end up on the other side, and you may not see it, you may not get it, you may not understand it. But if you stick with it, you'll come out on top.
The greatest piece of advice that I received that has impacted me as an assistant principal, and I carry it on even through today, were the words from my elementary principal while I was a teacher, Miss Sharon Gonzalez. She told me a few things. One of them being, be fair, friendly, but firm. In addition, she always told me, look the part. No matter what you do, you look the part. I feel that I own it true. I feel that if I have all of those three traits within me, and I showcase it and I live by that, then we will get the job done. The most rewarding aspect about being an assistant principal, I would definitely have to say, is given the different programs that we have the Success Management Academy program for high school age students who don't speak English, as well as the Adults Special Needs Assistance program, which is a special education program for adults is, on one end, I get to see students be able to attain their GED and acculturate themselves in our country. And on the other end, I'm able to see students build their independent skills. They have somewhere to go, they're happy, they're able to function together with classmates, and they enjoy the teachers that we have at the centers that we provide them to. And so for me, them coming back to me, especially in the Success Management Academy program, and saying, I did it, I'm doing amazing, that is so rewarding. I feel like the qualities I possess that others recognize in me is the sense of urgency, being able to get things done. I assess all my surroundings. I put an action plan together. I work with others. I communicate effectively. I let others communicate with me as well. I listen to others. I take their ideas into consideration. There's always the utmost respect for all staff members, all stakeholders at all times. And so I feel that because of that, they're able to see me as their leader. And also the fact that I'm not afraid to do their work and work with them. And together, we make a great team.
I tell every assistant principal, don't worry about what you don't know, right? Because you don't know what you don't know, but you'll get better at it. And just don't be discouraged. You can get past this moment, and you're always gonna feel at first that you're behind the 8 ball, but you'll you'll come around and everything will like fall together. Actually, some of the most rewarding things is to see like what your kids do next, right? And I say our kids because they're our kids for the 4 years that we have them in high school. They're our kids. I've been blessed to be in the school system. I've worked here for 24 years, and throughout all of those, I've had amazing experiences. It's funny because my daughter's going into teaching, and she's like, well, what negative experience have you had? I go, I don't think I can name a negative experience that I've had being a teacher. I've loved every moment that I've been here, and I still enjoy it. If you love what you do, it's not work. You're gonna go to school every day and you're gonna love what you do. Like, she comes home now and tells me the funniest stories, and like about her preschool kids and this, and it just, you could see it makes her light up. And I was like, you're never gonna work a day in your life, baby. You're gonna love what you do, and you're always gonna be like happy. When I first started in high school, I was put at Palmetto to cover for someone who I love for like love forever, who she was having a baby. I had been out of the classroom for about 10 years, 11 years. And I was going to a high school. I was kind of nervous, but I was like, all right, gun ho, let's get in there. I was supposed to, that same day she was coming, so that we can kind of like, hey, listen, this is what I did, and I'm just leaving this ready for you. And I remember they called me back to the region early. The principal called me and she goes, hey, they're calling you from the region to go back. And I remember sitting in my car, and I'm about to bawl now. And I remember bawling in the car. And I was like, why am I crying about this? And it was because I missed being with kids. I missed working with kids. And it was so surreal that I was like, okay, I have to find a way to get back to the school that I was at, because I really loved it. I loved the people. I loved the admin. Now they're like my brothers and sisters. I love them to death. Like, you create the environment, you create the culture, and whatever you do is what you make of it at the place that you're at. I love what I do, and there's no way I'm ready to leave all of that to like go into an office yet. I mean, I'm not ready for that. So, I mean, I wouldn't leave my kids for anything.